and on the people that have played in our area. So we've seen greatness. Like some of the stuff that I tell people, they can't believe it. I didn't sat in a gym in EC playing the number 1 and 2 teams in Indiana, and there's 9,000 people up in there. And the game was won on the last second call. You know what I'm saying? But it was 9 D1s and 3 pros on that floor. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there on the bench. I'm like, whoa, this is great. You know what I'm saying? But kids not gonna believe that. They're not gonna, because when they come in the gym now, they don't see that type of, and we don't see that type of skill level and development, So that's where you guys, like all of us come in, when Eric says, coach and educator. I'm really, to me, because my job is, as an educator, but coaching, like I'm just an observer, that's it. My job, and I just learned this today. I just learned this last night because I'm back in the game after, but I learned this last night. Like, parents are so off the chain now. Go ahead, preach. But when I came in, with Coach Heflin and all them, man, it's your way or the highway, man. That's Coach Brown? Yeah, Coach Heflin was my, but I can tell y'all something, but Coach Heflin was my mentor, but I had to remove myself away from Coach Heflin because Coach Heflin had this vision, and I had a vision, and so I had to say, like, to be one of the greatest coaches ever, I had to go this way because I wanted to do something, you know what I'm saying? But I took, like, you my mentor, I'm taking everything. Yeah. I'm taking your soul.
Doing it your way too.
I'm you. Yeah. But I'm gonna add a little flavor, a little extra little spice to it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do it. But you didn't taught me the roadmap. Yeah. You gave me the way to be great all the time. The blueprint. You know what I'm saying? The blueprint. You gave me that. But now I'm dealing with parents who, because they get invited to, or these NIL guys, y'all probably know what I'm talking about. They tell me I'm gonna get you into Pangos, or I'm gonna get you into these camps, which they ain't even high level, they regional camps now. Like the big camp is something, anyway. But your parents just gonna grab onto it. So now they come and tell you, I wanna have a sit down meeting with you. I wanna have a meeting with you and see what your plan is for my kid. So I'm sitting here like, okay, well, the plan is I'm gonna coach your kid. They don't like that. Because you telling them it's hard for me, as a coach from my past and everything, to hold a hand out and say, okay, let's talk about it a different way. Now they literally, like, basically telling you, you better play my kid.
He gonna leave.
Or I'm going, and they don't even say I'm going, but you already implied.
You already know.
So I'm looking like, man, and that's why you gotta have, like, with your coaching staff, or people around you. I got my one old school that's like, everybody, when we walk in the gym, everybody from the old school know, so there go to respect right there, what I'm saying? So everybody, I'm still connected to, but then I got my young whippersnappers, I got my giants, my young guys, my bodyguards who walk in the gym, you know what I'm saying? And so you gotta have a vision, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm still, like, they touching the babies, you know what I'm saying? Cause I can't be everywhere. I can't be, so they touching these babies. They go out to all the little, I ain't gonna be out at all, not now. But you still gotta have guys that do all the road work for you. And it goes right back to all of us. What is our vision? Or when the coach that you with, or the person you with and how they talk, what is their vision for success? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to tell y'all now, and I'm not going to take anything, but at the end of the day, it's all about being successful. I had to come in the door at Bowman and say, not having no seniors in gym. Yeah. Because before me, there was times when you could come, you could miss practice for 2 days, and then on game night, you stop.
You show up.
Yep. Yeah. And this is the mentality. Oh, I got a job. Man, I got a job. You made a commitment to be a part of a team. Yeah. I'm just telling you how this goes. You're not gonna play for me. You know what I'm saying? Well, you not understand about I understand everything you're going through. This is a commitment. You making a choice. This is an investment. I can't invest in you if you're not investing in me. You see what I'm saying? So we gonna shake hands and you gonna pay that $7.
Yeah.
You know, to watch us.
Watch it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Coach,
When you, go ahead, go ahead, jump in there.
I made this statement about a year and a half ago that inner city basketball is becoming obsolete because now everybody is moving now, going to the suburbs, or they moving for a better opportunity, or they saying our coaches are too hard on our babies. You know? And it get frustrating because I said to myself, you can see it because the Valpo talent is increasing. Chesterton, Highland, Hanover Central, St. John. That was never heard of.
Yeah.
You grew up in the inner city, you stayed in the inner city. Now you grew up in the inner city, you want to be hard on my son? I'm taking him to Highland. I'm taking him to Munster. Better opportunity, better growth, better exposure.
Okay,
I was just speaking-
I'm not gonna say what, if I go to East Chicago, and by the way, people don't even know that, like I was born in EC.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from EC, but they don't like me. You know what I'm saying? They forget that I was born, you know what I'm saying? They're my people, you know, all
Yeah,
of
what
them
up,
down there.
what up,
You know,
what up,
but when you go to EC, and I'm talking about us because I'll say this and I've said this, the only communities in the state of Indiana that Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, they fear is Gary and East Chicago. I ain't gonna say nothing about Hammond, they ain't there yet. But Gary and East Chicago, they know that those two communities, it's the mentality, it's the breeding, it's bred in your head to fight to the finish.
Yeah.
Okay, and Indianapolis is afraid of that. So when I ask people, man, just drive around your community, man. Just drive around the G, drive around EC, drive around Hammond. What do you see? Then drive out in Crown Point. It ain't that they gonna take their kids there. Man, we don't invest.
Yeah.
Preach.
Like we ain't got one damn gym that we can go to in the middle of the night.
Come on,
You
come
know what I'm
on.
saying? Not one, but we got these boats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got a nice sweatshirt.
Come on now.
But the facility and the organization, like gentlemen who gonna organize and be fair and not take a handout, but really run the ship the way the ship in the man. We got pros that's running around here, right? Like we can put out more pros, more high-level athletes, but you don't like me. You know what I'm saying?
For some reason.
You got a problem, man. We can't work together. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want that. So guess who gets hurt? Go bigger than that.
Yeah.
The community.
Yeah.
The community. Over a couple of people. You know what I'm saying? A couple of people. You know, that can move the needle and say, man, I can get some resources. Let's build us something big up around here, like a gym, and house some kids, and then organize, get these kids training on a regular basis. That's the only thing, like that's what's Crown Point got all kids. Man, you ain't never seen Crown Point with that many brothers. And Crown Point, and they all come from,
Outside
urban
there.
area.
Yeah.
Urban area.
And piggyback off that, when he was coming and telling my kid was growing up, he said, hey, just let me know, I'll open the gym. Whatever time, y'all wanna come at 9:30, let me know. He didn't say he wanted anything, he didn't say he wanted his face up front saying, I'm training these kids. He opened the gym. These kids, my kids he had my son loving basketball, which was a big thing back then because, he thought he was on football. But we need that opportunity for the space to give these kids a place to go to when they want to train.
We have it. The problem is we gotta jump through hoops.
There you go.
It's just so much red tape that my belief is if you're a head coach, East Chicago have just one high school. You the head coach,